Good afternoon, everybody. Mike Flanagan here with Lee Bedoris at the 2016 Hammer Holiday Doubles. It's time for match play. We had 32 teams take to 4 different squads. That's 128 teams here. Friday evening, battled an ice storm. Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, Saturday evening. 4 squads in total. We had the top 32, the Cashers, here this morning. They bowled 5 games, and now we are down to the top 12 teams. And these are your 2 teams that sit at the top of the leaderboard. Michael Holloman and A.J. Rice are at plus 1,389. They took over the lead during the Cashers round from the 2 gentlemen they're bowling against right now, Matt Sanders and E.J. Tackett. Tackett recently just became the world champion at the PBA World Series of Bowling, bowling with his partner Matt Sanders. The other teams making it in, Steve Taylor and his partner Flanagan, no relation to mine, Eddie Flanagan.
Is that cousin Eddie Flanagan?
I think so, cousin Eddie.
All right, we'll go with that.
Greg Thompson Jr. and Jacob Buttriff, Chris Corbin and Daniel Dino, Andy Mills, Zach Wilkins, Tyler Schimmer and Aaron O'Brien, Mark Henninger, Kevin Williams, Steve Zimmer and Art Brown, Quentin Collins and Matt Jones, Tony Lambert and Derek Roseberry, and Scott Greiner and Tyler Meyer. 2 new faces for me. Scott Greiner and Tyler Meyer from the Kansas City area, a couple of Southpaws. We'll get to see them as we bring you these 12 games of round-robin match play. Each match will award 30 bonus pins for a win.
Mike, our leaders to this point in the tournament have averaged over 253 per man per game for 26 games, 13 apiece. Bring your striking shoes.
We want to thank everybody for coming in and watching. We're up to 50 likes on YouTube. We can become the #1 stream on YouTube if we get the most likes and most interactions. So make sure you ask us questions in the chat. We will try to monitor them as much as possible. Typically, though, our chat, we don't get to the questions as much when we're down to match play and the action is more fast and furious. But we will keep an eye on the chat. Make sure you give us a like down below. We'd like to get that number up over 100 pretty quickly here during the first game, if you could. Just go down and hit the like button. If you've been watching all weekend with us, you'll know that it's very simple to do. Just click the button down below. And also, we want to thank Hammer for being the title sponsor of this event. Nothing hits like a hammer. Head over to hammerbowling.com to take a look at all the products the Hammer features. Their high-end bowling balls come with a 3-year warranty now. They're made with carbon fiber. 3-year warranty, the longest warranty in bowling. Check them out, hammerbowling.com. And also Logo Infusion. Logo Infusion, they make jerseys. And we're wearing some ugly Christmas sweater jerseys that we had designed by Logo Infusion, with the Hammer logo proudly displayed on the front. If you want to save 20%, you can head over to Logo Infusion this weekend, logoinfusion.com, 20% off with coupon code SWEATER. I want to thank Ken, Kathy, Brandon, Mike, and the rest of the team at Logo Infusion in Las Vegas for their support of this event as well. You're looking at lanes 11 and 12. We'll have this pair for you all day long. This will be, yeah, that is a solid 8. This will be the pair of lanes that the position round game number 12, will be contested on. The 1 versus 2 seed will be back on this pair during the position round game. We also have lanes 13 and 14 right next door that we'll be able to cover for you as well as things develop. And with that, I also would like to take you down to our other featured pair, lanes 19 and 20. Where we have Zach Wilkins and Andy Mills with Chris Corbin and Daniel Dino.
I was talking with them with Zach during the break, Mike, and he said he wouldn't be home until after 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. I asked him where home was. He said somewhere past Toronto.
That's right. I remember.
So the cold don't bother him.
Yeah, Zach, he bowls for Team Canada, actually. I saw him at the Tournament of the Americas that we streamed. Appreciate the compliments in the chat. We do appreciate them. We will archive our footage on this exact same channel this week. I'll be archiving all the footage and putting it back up on the YouTube page. Lee sent me a nice stat earlier in the week, 4 million total views on YouTube for our channel. 4 million, that's a milestone for us, and we can't do it without you, the bowling fans. We really appreciate it. Also, we have over 7,000 subscribers on YouTube. Can't thank you enough for that. And it looks like during this event this weekend, because of your generosity, everyone, we have picked up 300 new YouTube subscribers.
Wow.
That's a good number for us. If you haven't subscribed, there's a little red button right there on the screen, and you can subscribe to our channel. We would certainly appreciate a subscribe. Also, what it'll do, it'll send you an email and let you know when we're live next, so you don't miss any of the action. So looking down this list, Lee, is there any names here that just really stand out to you that you're really looking forward to watching bowl over these next 12 games?
I mean, even though, Tom and Jason have won the last 2 years and Adam and Liz have finished second the last 2 years, you can argue that Michael Holloman has been, the star.
The MVP.
Even though they haven't won, they've been darn close, and Michael just shoots 300 like it's, nothing. So, they're way up there. First place. It's already got the front three. This might be their time, Mike. I know they got the world champion nipping at their heels. Carries the 10, not the 7, but you could have a poll question. Mike, does Michael Holloman shoot 300 this block? Yes or no?
Yeah, it would be a good one. Maybe we'll get that one out there.
I mean, he only shoots, 2 or 3 per holiday doubles event. I think he's got one this week, but he's only got to shoot, 47 pins over their average.
Those of you that have been watching the team of Greiner and Meyer, I've been butchering his name during all the other blocks. It's Scott Greiner, not Grenier. I went in and had a chat with all of the top 12 finalists, because once you make it this far, we get to have a conversation about how to say your name. And to everyone that was going to be driving in from Kansas City that is halfway here to help me pronounce Scott's name, you can now turn back around and enjoy your couch.
He said it was an 18-passenger van that was coming to discipline you, Mr. Flanagan.
Yeah, Scott Greiner. Tyler Meyer. And they are in 12th position. They just snuck in there ahead of Pete Weber and Shea Bittenbinder.
By one.
By one. And 2 pins behind Greiner and Meyer was Cotton and Cook. And if you're watching ESPN right now, the PBA Tour, Mike Wolf is on TV currently, and he just missed making it into this cut with his partner Brett Shepard. They finished at plus 1039. It took plus 1049 to make it in. Wolf actually bowling for the title right now against Darren Tang over on ESPN.
He's got his scandal in his hand.
Yes, he does. I got the same ball in my hand right now.
That one?
Yep.
So, Mike Flanagan, I'm watching the TV, and you're saying that the bowling ball Mike Wolf is using on TV is in your hand right now.
Yep.
It is now in my hands right now.
Yep.
Hashtag Hammer Bowling, signed by Mike Wolf.
Yep. Yep. We're going to be giving it away to those of you that follow the Hammer social media on Mike Wolf Day, March 8th. March 8th is Mike Wolf Day. We'll be giving that ball away on that day. And I have the ball.
Interesting layout here. His
Sarge
middle
Easter
finger
grip,
is much longer than the ring. Uses a grip in the middle, but not the ring. one piece of tape.
Yeah, we'll show the ball when the show's over. A.J. Rice. Guy's good. All these bowlers are good. And they are bowling on a house condition, in case you were wondering. That's what we do every year in this event. I want to welcome in all 410 viewers, 94 likes. Thank you, Doug Crow. Bill O'Neill did not bowl this event. He did bowl in a charity event in Nashville on Friday. How many left-handers in the top 12? Good question.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I lost count. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 maybe? 10, 11?
About half.
Something like that. A little less than half.
The leaders are both left-handed. The team that made it in on the number are both left-handed.
Team in second place has a left-hander.
Kevin Williams is left-handed.
Yep.
Buttriff.
Lambert and Roseberry.
Yeah, so don't forget, they are bowling head-to-head, 30 bonus pins for a win.
Art Brown down there. Missed him. Maybe half the field. The thing about those 12 left-handers, Mike, they're all pretty good.
Yes, they are.
If we were bowling on the parking lot Friday night when it was covered with ice, they might still strike.
Jerry told me it'll take about 20 minutes a game here.
Started right at 12:40. Central Standard Time from St. Louis, Missouri. So that would be 6:40 in the UK for our friends watching out there. About 9 o'clock in the morning in Hawaii.
We just passed 100 likes on YouTube for this broadcast. Thank you very much. We're up to 450 viewers, according to my screen. Bradley Martin says Kevin and AJ should count twice. They're double cheaters because they throw it with two hands and they're left-handed.
Be nice.
Well, in that case, I guess they both tied for PBA Player of the Year this year.
Does Daniel Dino count because he slides with his right foot?
Probably.
Okay. Been impressed with his balance, Mike, down on the high end. For someone who throws off the opposite foot, he doesn't fall off anything. 21-2. Tyler Schimmer and Aaron O'Brien are doing what they've been doing for the last hour and a half. Strike. 5 and 6. We've got the front 8. Mike Wolf, your PBA Cheetah Champion winner.
Going to use the best use of our wireless camera we possibly can today. Something got AJ there. Buttriff was getting ready to bowl, I guess. See Buttriff's ball over on the right side of your screen.
The rack on 12 also came down, Mike.
Oh, yeah, sure did.
Good job by Rice just to stop, reset. Flat 7.
AJ loves our events. Bring in the split screen. Daniel Dino. Chris Corbin down there. Take a look at their scores. Andy Mills, Zach Wilkins. I told Wilkins and Mills that I thought they'd have a good shot at this tournament. It is wintry. And speaking of wintry, take you down to Derek Roseberry, who has the first 9 strikes in a row. He's looking for the 10th right here down there in the forest with those masking units. There's number 10.
Didn't quite get that segue, Mike, but that's all right. We've been doing this too long.
It's been a long couple days, my friend. Ooh, did you see that pickup down there on lane 3? Slid it over?
No.
That was Matt Jones that converted the 6-7 down there on lane 3. Here's Roseberry. Keep in mind, Roseberry and Lambert have won this tournament. We still think it's three years ago.
Now, Mike, I've been watching Aaron and Tyler. They're trying to both shoot 280. Down on 21 and 2. Here in the 10th frame, they'll win their match.
Derek Roseberry here for an opportunity for a perfect game. He's got the front 11.
Unfortunately for him, if he would convert, the presents are all gone.
Yep, presents are gone. This would be roughly the 20th 300 game of the event. Here we go. Perfect game for Derek Roseberry. That's a superstar right there. Take you back down to lanes 11 and 12 where we have our leaders. Possible 238 for AJ Rice. Possible 279 for Michael Holloman. 200 even for Matt Sanders and 269 for EJ Tackett. So AJ Rice and Michael Holloman are definitely going to win this particular match. So it's all but over. So we'll go down to the Mills-Wilkins match with Dino and Corbin. So Andy Mills now with this big nasty split. See if he can convert it. We got some noise down here for Eddie Flanagan as Andy Mills does convert that.
Yeah, Jacob Buttriff threw a good shot, almost left a pocket 7-10, got the 7 out.
Here's
Eddie Flanagan went up and got that second hit in the 10th. They're going to shoot 5-02.
There's that replay. Perfect way to pick that up right there. That's how you do it.
Whereas
there's their scores.
.501. Buttriff can strike here, shoot 227, be 506 plus 30. Make it 505 plus 30. Good match here in front of us with both teams shooting 5.
.505 to 501 in front of the desk here, as you said, Lee.
No.
So 245 for Zach Wilkins from Canada. Possible 225 for Andy Mills. .211 for Chris Corbin. Daniel Dino can bowl 238. So Mills and Wilkins are going to get the win down there. What do you see, Lee?
Tyler Shimmer went strike spare. O'Brien went strike 10 pin. So they're going to shoot about 538, give or take, plus 30. The Mills match, Mills' team's going to be in about 460. Dino's team will be about 430. Mills' team wins the 30 bonus.
How are we keeping track of match play records today?
I think the tournament coordinator software can run that for us at some point.
We need to check on that one for us, figure out our system.
Always has in the past. Usually don't look at that until we're about halfway through.
So the wins that round went to
O'Brien, Mills, Buttriff, Holloman, and down there.
All right, Lee, why don't you have a seat? We've got a real treat here in the booth. Bring it in here before we go into our next game. This tournament sponsored by Hammer, and we'd like to take a minute to congratulate Mike Wolf on his 5th PBA title just won on ESPN. He used a Scandal bowling ball made by Hammer, and this is the Hammer Holiday Doubles. And not only was that ball just on TV, but we have had it drone shipped by Amazon right here to the booth. This is the ball that Mike Wolf just won on TV with. This is his layout. He has a Sargeister grip or something like that. And this is the ball, the Scandal that he used. It's even got the blue oil on it. Amazon did a really nice job flying this thing out to us so quickly. But this is the ball that that Mike Wolf used right here. So congratulations, Mike Wolf, and thanks for bowling this tournament. Congratulations on title number 5. You're halfway home to the PBA Hall of Fame now. You need 5 more titles, Mike Wolf. Congratulations. Go ahead and bring up our Game 2 graphic. And we'll take you back out to the lanes, and we'll bring you game number 2. We're glad you're with us. Don't forget to like on YouTube. Like the broadcast and subscribe to our channel. The more you do that, the higher ranking we can get on the sports network on YouTube, and more people can possibly be turned on to bowling, put more people in bowling centers, sell more product at the local pro shop level. So make sure you like our broadcast. We sure would appreciate it.
Thanks to Logo Infusion as well, Mike. The reviews coming in fast and furious on our shirts. If you want one, logoinfusion.com, keyword sweater to get you 20% off.
So who do we have coming into? Looks like Corbin and Dino against Buttriff and Greg Thompson Jr. Wally Schulte stopping by, an old friend from St. Louis I haven't seen in a while.
Congratulations to Eric Hamilton for his win at the Bel Air Redemption Tournament. He averaged .261. Masters League teammate of mine, Johnny Ronheimer, bowled here last night, finished 5th over there. That's all I know. Happy birthday, Rich Orff.
Today's RO's birthday.
RO's birthday, and his daughter shot 300 at the Gateway at Crestwood. Congratulations to Mary.
Buttriff with the first 3. We'll take you down to our other pair that we have for you down there on lanes 19 and 20. Eddie Flanagan, Stephen Taylor with Art Brown. Art Brown just on the pair right next over there. I just looked down. 379. Looks like they are taking on down there on 11 and 12, Scott Greiner and Tyler Meyer. So we'll look in there. Head back over to Dino on 11 and 12.
Robert, where at? Robert says that there is an Adam Barta sighting somewhere in the St. Louis metropolitan area, which is not good for my job security. So just
should have standings up after game number 1 here shortly. Should be dropping them by the booth here in just a minute. Over 500 viewers now. Thank you so much. 137 likes. We certainly appreciate that. Love to see that number get up to 200 if we possibly can. We are here at Concord Lanes in St. Louis, Missouri. Game 2 of 12. We had 128 teams take to the lanes, and now we are down to 12. This morning was pretty cool watching all the great talents bowling on a house condition, just trying to get into this top 12. And it was really crazy, Lee, to see P. Weber bowl 150.
Yeah, he had a rough go that last game.
And Andy Stone bowl 130.
Yeah.
After bowling 300, 288 back-to-back. Can you imagine that? Would have ever happened?
Got the championship trophies here just delivered to me, Mike. We don't get to keep them, though.
If he wants them to continue to be intact, I don't think that's the right place to put them.
Got a golden bowling pin. Hammer logo, our logo.
Tyler Meyer looking for the first 4. And he's got it.
Here you go, Mike. Holloman and Rice's leads now 100.
Oh, you got standings.
167 pins. Thompson and Buttriff moved up to second. Sanders and Tackett back to third. Taylor and Cousin Eddie fourth. Shimmer and O'Brien fifth. Somewhere. Eddie Flanagan. Fourth Cousin thrice remove or something like that.
Yep, with a different last name, yep.
No, I just somebody wrote it down wrong once upon a time and it stuck.
So, which teams won? I want to keep track of match play record.
At the very least, one.
Buttriff won, right? Holloman and Rice won. Buttriff and Thompson won. Shimmer and O'Brien won. Mills and Wilkins won.
Don't know about down there.
So Holloman and Rice distanced themselves ahead. They're almost 200 pins ahead of Thompson and Buttriff, who have just moved into second. Sanders and Tackett in third at plus 1331. It's pretty bunched up throughout there. Here's Greg Thompson Jr. See if we can even see the pins. Oh yeah, he stays low. Oh. Did he? Yep, he carried. Greg Thompson is a big dude. He called Jacob Buttriff and said, hey, I got this tournament in St. Louis I like to bowl. You want to come bowl with me? And Buttriff said, all right, yeah, let's go. Pretty good partner there. Daniel Dino looking to get back on the strike train there and leaves a 5-pin. Keep an eye on things on 11 and 12, and while we do that, we'll just bring in 2 pairs at once after we see the 7-pin converted, and we'll watch both of our featured pairs as we keep our eyes peeled for other things happening around the bowling center. We're using lanes 19 through 22, which is on the other side of the desk from us. In front of us, we've got 11 and 12 and 13 and 14. And then down on the other end, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are being used. We're game and a half in of this 12-game match play schedule. 12th game will be position round. Chris Corbin leaves the 8 pin. Standings are available if you're looking for them over on InsideBowling.com. You click on the Event Information tab, the blue tab down below. Greiner and Meyer moved from 12th to 11th out of the cellar. They're looking to try to make a move.
The 12th place finisher in this tournament, Mike, will receive $1,000 for their team. The winners get $8,000.
It's a big difference.
It's a lot of Christmas presents. Fifth place, $1,500. Fourth place, $2,000. Third place, $3,000. Second place, $5,000.
Greg Thompson is using sneakers, in case you're asking, in the chat. Here's Tyler Meyer. Take him full screen, as he's perfect so far. Greiner and Meyer trying to make a run here. From the cellar to first. You think they can do it, Lee?
So they're 400 behind right now?
Yep.
They got enough time.
Anything can happen in 12 games of round robin match play with 30 bonus pins. Steve Taylor. Scott Greiner now up. A little left of the rangefinder with a strike. Take you over to Greg Thompson. Ooh, almost a 7-10. Got Eddie Flanagan up. Bring you back to the split screen. No strings down on 3 and 4. Lee, I'm just now looking here. I need to make sure I booked a flight home for tomorrow. I think I booked Southwest. I gotta check that out real quick. 9, 14, 16.
Mike Flanagan's email box is large.
Yes, it is. Let's see. Flight reservation. Flight reservation.
You might want to just go to southwest.com and just log in.
Might have to. Still perfect. Tyler Meyer still perfect.
Griner's only missed twice. Sparing the first, sparing the fifth. Getting text message describing the world domination of two-handed and no-thumb bowlers. Better way to look at that, Mike. How many right-handed traditional one-handed thumb-using bowlers are left out of 24?
Yeah,
the answer is not a lot. Six or seven.
Lee, I don't remember what airline I booked out of here tomorrow. Maybe it was American. Oh boy, that's what happens when you got too many things going on.
Monday,
December 19th.
That's tomorrow.
Here it is. I found one.
2:30 to Phoenix, 5:55 to Salt Lake City.
Yeah, I get in at 7:35 tomorrow night. Okay, all right, so now I'm good. I'm flying American. Now I know. All right, sorry about that, everybody, but I was freaking out because I thought I needed to go to Southwest and check in for my flight sometime in the near future. But no, I'm good. I'm on American. So, all right, let's get you up to date here on these scores. I'll tell you what, I'm rooting for these guys who made it in 12. Scott Griner and Tyler Meyer. Tyler Meyer can still bowl 279, 269 for Griner. Down there on 19 and 20.
Mike, I'm going to tell you something you already know. E.J. Tackett's good at bowling.
Yes, he is.
He's going to shoot 279.
That's because he's not on a feature pair now. Cameras scare him.
But how do you win the World Championship?
Barely.
That's a fair point.
I'm just kidding. He had
to strike to claim it. So
yeah, no, that's true. Heather B seriously wants to go bowling for some reason. Well, just go bowling. You can watch the broadcast while you're bowling. It'll help you bowl better. If you have a fuzzy screen, it's because you need to hit the little gear icon on YouTube and select a different resolution. Okay, so 279 for Tyler Meyer. Scott Greiner can still bowl 269, as we said. Steve Taylor, 259, and his partner, Eddie Flanagan, struggling a bit, can only bowl 195. Got cold in here real quick.
The automatic sliding doors are great when you're carrying bowling balls. They just don't work as well when you set up a live streaming booth right in front of them.
So if I have this right, EJ Tackett 279 and Matt Sanders 238, and they get the win. Greiner comes in light. So 279, 256. Gives them 535. Nice bowling.
Mike from Bel Air, Eric Hamilton first, Anthony Thompson second, Greg Young third, Steve Brinkman fourth, John Reinheimer fifth. Looks like Eric finished with the 300 to win by 23 pins.
Greg Young didn't even bowl this event.
No, he finished third.
Second chance event over at Bel Air Bowl is what we're talking about, folks. We're happy you're with us. We're going to go ahead and switch it over to game number 3 here as we move into game number 3 of 12. And there we go. Looks like we're going to have Art Brown, Steve Zimmer, and Quentin Collins and Matt Jones right here in front of us for this game number 3. Nope, take that back. Art Brown and Steve Zimmer, along with Steven Taylor and Eddie Flanagan, are going to be right in front of us on 11 and 12 as they move in. Lanes 19 and 20, we're going to have Greg Thompson Jr. and Jacob Buttriff. And they are going to be bowling. I don't think their opponents are there yet.
Running about 25 minutes a game, including the game and travel time to the next pair.
Roseberry and Lambert just defeated Art Brown and Steve Zimmer 477 to 472. Close match. So here we go. What do you think the winning score is going to be on this pair, Lee?
495.
I'm ready for a 500.
Your YouTube recommendations might include table tennis.
Yeah, that's because I was looking at it yesterday. Bring in two pairs at once. Get a look at Roseberry and Lambert. Roseberry already with a 300 in this block. And Thompson and Buttriff.
Feeding Frenzy says he's ready for a 600.
That'd be cool. Steve Zimmer and Art Brown can still do it. Eddie Flanagan and Steve Taylor cannot. Great opportunity to thank Hammer Bowling for their sponsorship of this event. Mike Wolf just won today with the Scandal. You should go out and check out the Scandal yourself. Or if you want something that's a little bit cleaner, gives you a little more back end, get a Scandal Pearl. Also want to thank Logo Infusion. Dress good, look good. Head over to logoinfusion.com and save 20% this weekend with coupon code SWEATER. That's right, coupon code SWEATER. So here's Art Brown. Ball just kind of loped off the spot for him. It's interesting to see the different styles contrasting between Derek Roseberry, who's going to be on the right side of your screen, and Art Brown. Roseberry has hair, Art does not. Roseberry wears shorts, Art wears pants. Roseberry throws it with two hands. Art throws it with one.
Art has a Logo Infusion jersey. Art's been on a Masters show. Standings after two, Hallman and Rice's lead shrinks to 76. Sanders and Tackett, Thompson and Buttriff, Shimmer and O'Brien, Taylor and Flanagan. Thompson and Buttriff have moved just 14 pins behind second.
happening in the standings lead? Did you already go over that? No, let's look at it. So come back here. Oh, a little tighter at the top, huh? Meyer and Greiner from 12th to 8th, man. Here they come. Should be updated over on Inside Bowling if you want to go look at the updated standings yourself. Let's double check that. Yep, they're there. Finals game 2 are available for you to see. 554 people watching right now, 157 likes. Thank you so much. Mr. Starboy 86, yes, that is the same Art Brown. Robert in his league, whenever somebody leaves a 7 or a 5 pin, the people in his league says, throw your purse at it.
Thursday nights, it's usually number of teams make sounds like kitty cats.
Sanders and Tackett moved up to second. Trying to get some better information for you guys coming in from the field so we can keep you updated on what's going on in the different matches. Take you back down to lanes 11 and 12. Take a look at the scoreboards there. Art Brown, max score 280 left, 279 for Steve Zimmer. Bradley Martin, they're working on that for next year. Take a look at the new shoes that will be coming out from Hammer.
What, Bradley, you got something against orange as a school color? I don't know about that.
Full screen you down here to Roseberry and Lambert as they are perfect through 5.5. Will they keep it going? Now that I mention it, no jinx there, no black cloud there. Greg Thompson with a strike. It's a double for him. He's the only one to have missed on that pair.
Slacker.
Greg Thompson with 3 spares. Everybody else strikes. Here's Derek Roseberry. He's looking for his second 300 of this block alone. Roseberry still perfect. And the string is over for Lambert and Roseberry.
It didn't take long for us, Mike.
Nope, just a couple frames. Art Brown high on the head pin for a 4-pin. Here's Eddie Flanagan looking for team double here. Greg Thompson starting to get into it a little bit. Roseberry still perfect through 8.
Yeah, we'll get him soon enough. Although he might, we've seen him bowl so much in this tournament, Mike, he might have figured out how to stop us.
Jacob Buttriff also perfect.
Bring his umbrella.
Tony Lambert. Oh, almost a solid 8-10. Leaves just the 10. Art Brown told me before they started bowling today that this is going to be double the amount of games he's got of the whole year, and it's December.
Mike, our leaders right in front of us are in a dogfight. Just about an even match here.
Holloman and Rice are on 13 and 14. Taking on Quentin Collins, Matt Jones.
Of course, Matt Jones, his second job, running back.
Yep.
For the Washington Redskins, but he bowls in his spare time, so.
He does.
Says he plays golf as well.
Here's Buttriff, he's perfect. Looking for number 9. He's got it, he's packing him in there. He's actually walking him out now, too. Walk it out, Jacob. Eddie Flanagan with a strike. Back down to Roseberry. Front 9 looking for number 10. 10 in a row for Roseberry. So Greg Thompson Jr. can bowl 229, 300 possible max score for Buttriff. It would be 529, but they would lose by over 40. Well, right at 40, because there's still 268 left for Roseberry and Lambert. Roseberry, 11 in a row. He's already bowled 1 300 already in this block, and this is just game number 3. This will be his second 300 of the block. So here we go. Second 300 of the block right here. Could be for Derek Roseberry. And Jacob Buttriff's also going to try to answer with a 300 here.
Oh.
298 for Derek Roseberry. 298. Maybe he'll bowl 299 as well and have 98, 99, and 300 in the same block. Greg Thompson hanging out down there, having a good time. He knows his 229's nothing on that pair compared to the lefties. He's the high right-hander on the pair. Possible 564 for champions of this event. This would be their second time winning if they can do it. Roseberry and Lambert. Now here's Buttriff looking for 10 in a row. There's number 10.
Almost the high game of the day.
High team game?
Yeah, 578 I think is the best one I've seen.
Here's Buttriff again. Comes in light, 3-9. That surprised them too. What was the other game that Roseberry had?
I don't remember. Hang on.
He's going to go find out. See if Buttriff covers it up. There you go. He converted the spare. So he's 1 for 1 on spares on that pair during this round. So pretty impressive bowling down there. 566 to 517. How would you like to lose with a 517? Meanwhile, we talked about this pair down here. Lee said 495 would win. I said I'd like to see a 500, but this is more of a knockdown drag out here.
.245, Mike.
So 245, 300, 298?
Yep.
843?
I asked him if he would sprinkle in a 299 in there for you somewhere. He said that's not a problem.
Okay, good.
Rice and Hallman are going to lose. A.J. Rice went stone 8, spare, stone 8. Try harder next time, I guess. Shot 205. Hallman can only shoot 27. Your opponents can shoot 27 and 59.
Okay, Art Brown. 239 max score for Art Brown. 249 for Stephen Taylor. 214 for Zimmer. 214 for Eddie Flanagan. All right, Art Brown covers it up. So 226 for Art Brown, 249 for Steve Taylor, Eddie Flanagan, bowl 214. Steve Zimmer, 214, but it looks like this is all but over here for Flanagan. And Taylor.
We're a quarter of the way done already, Mike.
Almost, yeah. You about to wake up?
Getting there.
All right. A little surprised that Zimmer and Brown aren't bowling higher scores. They lost a heartbreaker just a little bit ago. And now this particular game here, they're only going to bowl about 440. I thought they looked a little better on the fresh. But they came on strong at the end of the last block, so maybe around game 5 or 6 they'll start to heat up. Something happened down there. Kevin Williams giving high fives. I don't know if he bowled 300 or what happened. So we'll see how they shuffle the deck here. Great opportunity to thank Hammer once again for the sponsorship. Consider a Hammer bowling ball on your next purchase, and also Logo Infusion. You can save 20% over at logoinfusion.com using the coupon code SWEATER. Game number 4 coming up here at the 2016 Hammer Holiday Doubles. We've got just one pair finishing up at Zach Wilkins and Andy Mills down there.
Dennis Hacker notes Kevin probably threw a one-handed strike. And Buttriff shot 288. Left a 3.9 in the 11th.
It looks like it was 300 for Kevin Williams. Yep, Kevin Williams. Tackett and Sanders lose 497 to 483. And that was two Kevin Williams team. Got some inside information here. Zimmer's having some thumb issues. His switch grip keeps unlocking, causing a few issues with him hanging onto the ball. It's good insight. Still don't have anybody bowling on our pairs of lanes. Take it back over to 19 and 20, where E.J. Tackett is now on the approach. Looks like he switched balls. He might have switched balls during the last game, but that's a different ball than what he was using earlier. The Arturo Cafe takes care of the 5-pin there.
Lead change, Mike.
Sanders and Tackett, your new leaders at plus 1591. Just 5 pins back now. Holloman and Rice at plus 1586. Just 5 pins back of them. Boy, this thing's gotten tight. Thompson and Buttriff at plus 1581. So 1591, 1586, and 1581 are your top 3 spots. 70 pins back in 4th, Shimmer and O'Brien. So the St. Louis local team, Lee, has a chance to possibly win the tournament now. They've put themselves in position just 80 pins back. It's pretty cool.
They started the day in 20th. Now they're in 4th. There you go.
Lambert and Roseberry in 5th at plus 1509, just 2 pins back of 4th. In 6th is Taylor and Flanagan at plus 1472. In 7th is Henninger and Williams at plus 1427. In 8th is Meyer and Greiner at plus 1376, and they started in 12th, this squad. They've moved up to 8th. In 9th place, Mills and Wilkins at plus 1311. 10th is Collins and Jones at plus 1300. 11th is Corbin and Dino at plus 1297. And 12th is Zimmer and Brown at plus 1284. So that's your rundown after 3 games. You're watching the 4th game right here, and you're watching this matchup here between Art Brown and Steve Zimmer. and Matt Sanders and E.J. Tackett. We hope you're enjoying it. We're going to bring in split screen at this time and take a look at the team that currently sits in 4th position, Tyler Schimmer and Aaron O'Brien, over on lanes 11 and 12, bowling against the team that is moving up from 12th now up to 8th, Scott Greiner and Tyler Meyer.
Oh.
E.J. Tackett is going to bowl 290.
It's tough to argue why not, Mike. His partner Sanders 245 off. If everybody goes off the sheet, they'd win by about 40.
Seems like Art Brown and Zimmer, they just can't catch a break. They keep losing matches. Lee, can I put you in charge of this? It's the win-loss sheet.
Alrighty.
Do we have any teams that have swept so far?
Schimmer and O'Brien, 3 for 3. Lambert and Roseberry, 3 for 3. Corbin and Dino, 0 and 3.
So 2 undefeateds?
Yes.
And they are again O'Brien
and Lambert.
Well, 300 and 298 will probably help get you undefeated.
You think? You know, O'Brien and Schimmer had the big first game. It was, what, 550 something? Oh. Henninger, Mike, just picked the 6-7.
We got one final in here. Thompson and Buttriff 504. defeated Collins and Jones 464.
Got these big trophies in the way here.
So that pair a little bit ahead of everybody else. Bring in E.J. Tackett.
Oh. Mike on 5 and 6. Eddie Flanagan's got the front 8.
Okay.
His partner Steve Taylor's got the last 5. They're bowling against Holloman and Rice hasn't missed.
Try to move a camera down there, Lee.
Well, chat, we're trying to get a camera on Cousin Eddie for you.
So Eddie Flanagan, what's he got down there? Front 8?
Flanagan has the front 8. A.J. Rice has the front 9.
Well, here he is. Got a camera down there for you. They're making some noise down there. Looks like down here in the Tackett match, 215 for Matt Sanders, possible 269 for E.J. Tackett, 218 for Art Brown, and now it looks like 210 for Wilkins, so Tackett's going to get the win down there, it looks like.
Corbin and Dino on the board, their first win of the day.
So there's Michael Holloman. Corbin and Dino on the board, huh?
Yep, they won that match 495 to 443 as Kevin Williams left every split known to man. He hit the pocket on every one.
So we got strikes aplenty down there on 5 and 6. We got the front 9 for A.J. Rice and the front 9 for Eddie Flanagan. Stephen Taylor has a huge run down there too, doesn't he?
Yep, he's got
280 left.
I can't tell.
His first shot in the 10th there for Taylor. If it's not 280, it's close to it. He's got 279 left, I'm told. Here's A.J. Rice, looking for 10 in a row. He's got it. What are you laughing at?
Friend of mine here, Aaron Delamano, told me to get that wireless cam on Flanagan and earn my paycheck. What Aaron doesn't know is that I'm not allowed to mess with the cameras.
A.J. Rice looking for 11 in a row now. Bird Dog Messenger. No chance. And I can't tell what Holloman has. It's not as much as Taylor, though, I can tell you that.
No.
So Taylor bowls 278, I think, or did he knock them all down? $279. Trying to get a best angle as I can from over here. So here's A.J. Rice. He's got the first 11. Be the first 300 on this pair of this game with a possible another one coming up here. Got real quiet in here all of a sudden.
Oh.
Ooh, and he rings a 7. Ring 7 for A.J. Rice. Eddie Flanagan now up in the 10th frame. Let's see if he can bowl 300. He's got the front 9. Here he goes. Looks like a 10 pin down there, so it's not going to be 300, but still a respectable, good game, good score. Take you back over here to 11 and 12, where this is a fairly close match too, huh, Lee?
It's like O'Brien and Shimmer are down by 18.
So Aaron O'Brien and Tyler Shimmer, the 2 left from St. Louis. There were a couple other really solid St. Louis teams here. You had Bittenbender and Weber missed by 1. Barrett and Sherman. Rockland and Miller.
So Flanagan's team did win, correct?
Yes.
What about that first pair down there? Lambert against Greiner. Or not Greiner. Mills.
I'm not sure, but Brady's supposed to be getting us that.
I see him.
He's writing them down for us each game now. Some sort of crackling in the mic now all of a sudden, they say. All right, I'm not sure what that would be. Mic issues.
Wonder if it's the wireless.
Could be, I'll go check.
That would have been a good reason for it, Mike. Here's a good one, Mike. Are mic issues different from mic issues than microphone and Mike Flanagan?
Please let us know if it's any better in the chat.
Now I turn yours off. Robert, that's a good question. Does this have anything to do with Adam Barta in the area? It very well could. Folks in the chat, we hear what you're hearing, so we're trying to work on it.
Is it any better now?
So when I turned the wireless off, it was still there. But when I turned yours off,
nope,
it went away. Listen. But when you turn mine on, it's okay. That sounds better. Wow.
All right, everybody. So everything's fine on our end as far as I know, unless something got pushed and I just don't know about it. But I don't think that's happened. So the only thing that I know to do is to restart the stream and come back. I don't know what else to do. So I'm going to save this. And we'll be back in just a few minutes with more of this round We're going to stop the stream now. We'll come back and we'll let you know what's going on. Trying to resolve the microphone issues. I want to see if it's any better now. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior. I want to make sure this mic works now. Can you guys let me know in the chat? Hallelujah. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior. I want to make sure this mic works. You guys let me know in the chat. You're going to hear an echo because I'm sitting here trying to listen to it myself on my phone. All right. So if that ever happens and you live stream for a living, restart everything. So I have no idea what happened. I can tell you that Lee didn't press a button, though, so that's a good thing. That he gets to stay, even though Adam Bardo still wants to fire him. So that's good. He didn't press any buttons. You guys all good? What's happening? I'm being tested. They're trying to get me off this broadcast and stop streaming to you guys what's happening. They want me to throw in the towel, but I just keep going. Can't hold me down like that, so. Let me get everything where I need to be. Looks like everything stayed good on the Inside Bowling page, which I have to check that. View on the watch page. Okay, I'm good there. Back chatting with you guys, or at least trying to anyway. All right. 406 watching right now. The thumbs downs have increased because of the technical difficulties. So if you want to get the thumbs up back up, make me feel better, that would be awesome. If you don't want to, that's cool too. I'll try to get you updated on scores. Tell you who's bowling where and who they're bowling against. As I'll tell you that. We are in game number 5 of 12 here at the 2016 Hammer Holiday Doubles. Looks like we have our audio issues fixed. And that's his job. If he can't do it, then that's just the way it is. Okay, so it looks as though we have down on lanes 3 and 4 for game number 5. Oh, nice. Thanks, Brady. Collins and Jones against Myers and Greiner. On 5 and 6, Thompson and Buttriff against Sanders and Tackett. Down on lanes. Oh, I got to do these, man. 11 and 12, we have Roseberry and Lambert with Henninger and Williams. On 13 and 14, we got Brown. All right, yeah, Brown and Zimmer against O'Brien and Shimmer. And down on lanes.
It's 19 on 20. We got Collins and Jones.
There you go.
Against Myers and Greiner. And on 21 and 22, we got Sanders and Tackett, Bull and Thompson and Buttriff.
No, no, that ain't right.
It's game 5.
21 and 22, we got Flanagan and Taylor. Bull and Wilkins and Wilkins and Mills. Okay. So anyway, let's see what you're watching at home. You're watching lanes 11 and 12. Kevin Williams, Mark Henninger against Roseberry and Lambert. We got standings up after game number 4. Thompson and Buttriff are your leaders at plus 1715. In second is Holloman and Rice at plus 1709. Third is Sanders and Tackett at plus 1674. Fourth is Taylor and Flanagan at plus 1660. Fifth is Lambert and Roseberry at plus 1637. Sixth is Shimmer and O'Brien at plus 1543. Seventh is Meyer and Greiner at plus 1475. Eighth is Henninger and Williams at plus 1470. Ninth is Corbin and Dino at plus 1422. 10th is Collins and Jones at plus 1364. 11th is Mills and Wilkins at plus 1354. And 12th is Zimmer and Brown at plus 1318. Those are your standings after 4 games. Thanks, Dennis. Trying to keep an eye on the chat too, but it's very difficult. I'm having a hard time, everybody at home, getting information to me to tell you what's going on. And everything is so spread out around here so we can get out of here in a timely fashion, and it's very, very difficult. Yeah, Lee, everything's been working for about 10 minutes. All right, Lee's back, everybody.
Saw Jacob Buttriff down there throwing his soccer ball straight through the rack.
Like you mean on a first ball?
Yes.
Jacob Buttriff has made a switch to a soccer ball.
Yes.
And when you say straight through the rack, what does that mean?
10 straight back, dead flush.
Okay. Did you get a standings update after 4?
I did.
Yeah, I just went over it online, but what do you see from that? What do you...
We got 4 teams within 55 of the lead, or 3 teams within 55 of the lead. 4 teams within 100 of the lead. Anybody's game, long way to go.
Kevin Williams is feeling it today. I can just kind of see that.
He had a rough game on 13 and 14, but he's been throwing it well.
They're in 8th at plus 1470. You know, they're 345 out of leading, but or out of the lead, but still a lot can be done. You can bowl 550. You can bowl 579 on this. Hell, you can bowl 600. Holloman and Rice down on 19 and 20, take you down there. And they're Holloman struggling. We haven't.
EJ Tackett, 300.
Yeah,
I think.
Down on 5 and 6. Looks like EJ Tackett bowled 300. His partner only had 166 though.
Wow.
Uh-oh, didn't like something. He lives close to Wichita. I didn't know he'd step off the approach like that. It's contagious. Next thing you know, it's going to come across Missouri, and everybody will be balking in leagues. And across bowling centers all throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area, open play lineage, because leagues will get over an hour later because everyone's balking. They call that the Wichita windmill.
Great grand balk as much as you want.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to have to call it a delay in action just so we can go eat. Yeah, bowlers, you need to hold up for 45 minutes. Why? The live stream guys are going to go get something to eat. Okay. Mark Henninger can still bowl 259. Kevin Williams 258. They're staring at 266 and 279 possible for Roseberry and Lambert. Jacob Buttriff and Greg Thompson beat Sanders and Tackett 478 to 466. Buttriff and Thompson just became your leaders in game number 4. And they take down
The team that was in third place.
Yep.
May have only beat them by a few, but 30 bonus pins. Life questions with Dennis Hacker. Is it too early for an adult beverage on a Sunday afternoon? No.
Look out, people. They could win it again.
You know, we asked him for a $2.99. He's trying to give us $2.79.
We did ask Roseberry for that. Boy, Michael Holloman's really got a bad game here. 182, 258 for his partner, A.J. Rice. And they lose by 17 pins with a 182. I guess that issue we had was a YouTube transmission issue. So once we restarted, everything was fine. That audio issue we had. I'm being told down on lanes 3 and 4, the score is going to be extremely low down there. With Myers and Griner and Collins and Jones. 268, 258, 256, 258 possible. There we go.
Lambert and Roseberry came into this game 5th place, less than 100 behind your leaders, who only shot 470 something and won. These guys shoot 520 and win.
That hit right there
They
put
gotta-
Lambert in 250s.
They got to win first, though. It's not over just yet.
Yeah, well, he's in the 250s.
He needs count. He can't go 5. That's the best kind of count for Kevin Williams.
First one in the 10th for Williams. He can tie his partner with 258 each.
Yep. Lambert's up by 8, so he just can't give away a whole bunch of pins. Past Sanders and Tackett,
What place is Art Brown's team in now? They're going backwards in a hurry, aren't they?
12th.
Yeah, and they just can't get anything going. Art Brown this game, spare, double, split, strike, 4 9 spares in a row. Steve Zimmer, strike, split, split, 8 spare, double, 9 spare, strike.
Kevin Williams and Henniger both shoot 258 and lose.
524 to 516 right here on 11 and 12. That was a good matchup.
That'll be our top 2 seeds in the position round in a little while, Mike.
You think so? Oh, you mean that pair?
That pair.
Yeah, that pair will be.
It's possible that Lambert and Roseberry will be on it, but the pair is not going anywhere.
Meanwhile, we'll just take you over to this pair here where we just got bowlers going back and forth, and we're glad you're with us watching continuous coverage of the 2016 Hammer Holiday Doubles. Thank you, Hammer, for the sponsorship. Also, Logo Infusion. If you're looking to save 20% off, and they've got 7-day turnaround on a lot of their jerseys now and free shipping, you save 20% off with coupon code SWEATER if you head over to logoinfusion.com. Mike and Lee here with you. We're getting ready to go into game number 6. Once we complete that, we'll be halfway through our 12 games of round robin match play. It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We got started, what, at like 12:30?
12:40.
12:40. So it is taking 30 minutes a game.
About 25.
25 minutes a game.
That has the lane assignments.
Okay. That works.
So I changed it so it has, so game 5 on 3 and 4 is them. So
Okay,
Perfect.
that's
Thank
the
you.
lane numbers for you.
sounds good.
The other way was a little more complicated to read.
All right. So it looks like we'll take you, looks like got 2 pairs getting ready to go. Let's go right over here, get the game 6 graphic up. All right, welcome to game 6, everybody.
Who did Sanders and Tackett lose to? I didn't have my sheet. It's
Taylor and Flanagan, 506. Defeated Wilkins and Mills, 460 for Sanders and Tackett, 466. Myers and Griner, 408 over Collin and Jones, 368. Low scoring affair down there.